Hello, my name is Alex, and if you've not seen me before, this is a video series called Journeys Through Time about my experiences, my problems, my challenges, and the solutions that I've applied. So please do like and subscribe and watch the story so far. And if you're returning, welcome back, because this is episode 31. And in the last episode, we were talking about the importance of practicing and delivery, because when you do those things, well, it gets better from webinar to webinar. And I mentioned the importance of conversation because when you think of these things as a conversation, even though it's only one way, your chances of improving the conversation increases dramatically, which leads us to the subject of this, which is what we call the power of stats. And that's about recording the numbers. So in the case of webinars, it's how many you invited, how many said they were going to attend, and how many registered, and ultimately how many people showed up and how many of those stayed to the end. So there may just be numbers, but you can, these are stories, your numbers are telling you stories. Now, in one sense, we all know that, the higher the numbers, higher numbers are better than low numbers, but it's not the actual numbers that are important here, it's the context. And really context is about, what are the expectations you had in a particular column over the actual result. When you do so really when you do something enough, you can improve the numbers. Now, if you've not done it before, then you're not going to have much data. You're not going to have many numbers. But the advantages of joining a program is that you can plug it in to others that have done it before. Maybe they've done 200, 300, or even 400 webinars. And, there is this saying, forearmed is forewarned. If you know, in general, over many, many webinars, you can begin to see patterns. And this is what numbers tell you, is they show you patterns. And if you see certain patterns that are not necessarily in your favor or not matching what the average numbers would normally expect in a certain situation, then that's a gap. That's identifying a gap, an area that you can look into more closely. So in the end, making a note of your numbers is essentially obsessing a little with numbers. And all that really means is, always record your numbers on a daily basis, because in a webinar, when you invite people to webinars, it's over an extended period of time, normally a few weeks or so. So just to repeat, why bother recording numbers? Well, it's about plugging the gaps in the journey, because I just described earlier about how many you buy, how many say yes, how many register, how many show, all those sort of things. They are different steps along a numerical journey. So in a later video, I'm going to introduce another section called advanced layering, which is a marketing term for improving your numbers. But the first thing when learning a new system, though, is to perfect and fill and get used to looking for gaps to fill, and then later you can take advantage of other techniques and strategies. But that's for a later video. All right, good to chat to you. See you again soon.